The first stage of identifying potential solutions is root cause analysis, or RCA. This is a structured process designed to help your team determine the underlying causes of the problem you identified in the previous stage. But why is root cause analysis important? Let's say we want to make this car go faster. Take a second to think of ways we might do that. Did you think of making it lighter, adding a more powerful engine, maybe a new set of racing tires? Take a look at the rest of the picture. Would any of your ideas have worked? The lesson is that to solve a problem, you need to know what's causing it. Jumping right to solutions is like buying a new engine for a car with no wheels, a likely waste of resources. When building your team for a root cause analysis, you'll want to keep it to people who have direct knowledge about the problem you are trying to solve. An ideal team would have representation from all the groups with experiences relevant to your problem of practice. For most problems, this includes central office staff with expertise in the relevant topic, school administrators covering the relevant grade levels, student services personnel, teachers in the relevant subject, subjects, or grade levels, other staff with expertise in your topic, like interventionists or success coaches, and if you have the structures in place, students and families. Every root cause analysis should have a designated facilitator to help keep the process on track. They'll be the ones asking why repeatedly and reinforcing the RCA guidelines. The core of the exercise is to start with your problem statement and generate hypotheses for what's causing it by repeatedly asking why. The first guideline is no solutions yet. The goal of the RCA is to determine the cause of the problem, not solutions. For now, your team should be focused on looking at the problem in depth and from all angles. The absence of an intervention is not a root cause. This is a stealthy way of incorporating a solution and makes an assumption that it would work. Redirect these responses to name the parts of the problem that need solutions. Frame issues empathetically as something that can be addressed. It's easy to blame an individual and shift responsibility to that individual to solve it. You'll want to stay low on the ladder of inference and think impartially about what is driving these behaviors. Use the because test to check your work. You should be able to form a logical statement by saying because before each of your roots as you read across the logic tree. Pick any root and say, this is true because of, and insert the root to its right. If that doesn't make sense, you may have your roots out of order or otherwise misplaced. Stop when you get too far outside your sphere of influence, also known as, if you hit capitalism, you've gone too far. The point of the analysis is to figure out causes so you can address them. If you get to something you can't meaningfully change, like poverty or capitalism, there's no reason to keep going. Once you've explored the root causes of your problem, the next step will be identifying what we call critical roots, or the roots that offer the most leverage for addressing your problem of practice. You'll look for the ones that apply to a large share of the people you are trying to support, like students, families, and teachers, are well within your sphere of influence, and are realistically alterable within your time frame. You're now ready for Stage 2, identify potential solutions. You'll begin with this video. Then build your team and schedule a work session to do your root cause analysis. In the next step, you'll find a couple of tools to assist you. There are worksheets that have tips and tools for every step of the process. The worksheets are slightly different based on outcome, but each can be altered to meet your needs. You can build your logic tree live using sticky notes, but we recommend building your logic tree in Group Map. It's easy to organize, and you'll have a better artifact. You can either click here to bring it up in a new window, or here to bring it up inside the app. You'll start your map by clicking here to add your problem statement, reframed as a why question. You'll see steps and tips on the left, and some categories to get you started to the right. Click the plus sign to start adding your group's root cause hypotheses. You can customize each idea with a description, change the color to show its place in the tree, and add images or links that may be helpful. Next, you can add more hypotheses or explore each one a bit further by continuing to ask why. The RCA guidelines can help you make sure you're on track and know when you've gone far enough to the right. Add to the tree until you no longer uncover hypotheses that aren't already listed. With your tree complete, the next step is to find the critical roots with the highest leverage. You can find these criteria on the left of your map, earlier in this video, or on the RCA worksheet. In Group Map, you can tag your critical roots by clicking on Tags in the description box. This allows you to isolate your critical roots from the rest of the tree by clicking here. After you have narrowed your tree to just the critical roots, the final step in the process is validating each hypothesis with data. The process for this is on the RCA worksheet. Here you will enter your critical roots, where you can find the data to support or counter your hypotheses, your predictions, and the evidence you found. Your validated root causes will come with you to the next step. And that's it. You have finished your root cause analysis. You're now ready for identifying root-aligned solutions.